Yeah, so the actual brand, the name of the brand obviously is the marathon. And it just stands for endurance. It stands for staying down. It stands for like not quitting, accepting the ups and downs of whatever game you commit yourself to and riding it out. You feel me? Because, that's the reality of, success or greatness, that it come with a roller coaster ride, So I think that anybody could apply the marathon concept to what they do. If it's sports, if it's fashion, if it's music, if it's hustling, whatever, you're on a marathon, So to make that the basis of our, fashion line, I look at it like, we honor the people that ain't quit. We honor the people that stay down.
Why the giraffe don't look like the lion? They don't hunt. It ain't got nothing to do with what you eat. You think the lion look the way it eat because of what it eat? You think the physique is what, like watch the lion. You think that physique is that because of what it eat? It's not. It's the hunt that make it look like that. It's the hunt, because every time it get up and it go out, it's got to run. Every time it go out, it's got to jump on my man and boom, bring my man to the ground. And I don't know if you watched it or not, but I promise you, whatever they catch, it ain't just letting them eat it. It's a fight going on, and every time it fight, it gets stronger. Every time it fight, it get more ferocious. Every time it fight, it becomes more of what it is.
Hey, step inside that booth, get loose, knock out a nigga tooth, man. It's your boy 503 back at it again with another one, man. Late night hunt. Shouts out to the almighty LDBC, man. Shouts out to the whole chat, man. Everybody that's gonna come through, show love and support, man. I appreciate you, man. My brother Dwayne Freeman in the building. I see my brother Act Richard 45 in the building. Yeah, man. So let's get right to it, man. So rumor has it, allegedly, this is not factual. But people are going around saying, and even Jarron Ennis himself is saying that he's the mandatory now for Earl Spence. Man, we know that Monacoff, or however you say his name, he just lost to Cody Crowley, and now people are saying that Boots Ennis is the mandatory, and both now Boots Ennis and Terrence Crawford want to be mandatories for the IBF belt. We seen Terrence Crawford try to be the WBC mandatory. He got Chico Lopez to try to get Suleiman to make him the mandatory. All this and all that, man. So we gonna break that down, get all into the hot boxing topics today. I think this is like one of the hottest boxing topics in boxing right now. What's going down with it, man? I got my brother Act Reacher, Jab Jamboree off in the building. He put his link in the chat. Y'all be sure to go subscribe to my brother. You know what I'm saying, right there if you have not done so already, man. What's going down with the Jab Jamboree?
What's going on? What's going on, bro? Salute, to the usual suspects, the LDBC and the full Berserker clan. Bro? I'm always be here for you and cook with you, man. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into
it. Yeah. Let's get right into it. Once again, man, salute the chat. My Felix Nunez off in the building. I'll be sure I'm gonna pin that comment there. Felix Nunez, Jeff the producer, Dwayne Freeman. You know what I'm saying? We just had a good long conversation with the fam, BLTB and all of the brothers over there, man. They get real grimy and gutter in the graveyard, man. And so I know we was talking about this whole Bud Crawford situation, man, but I wanna switch gears a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying? I know BF gonna probably talk about it tomorrow on his live stream.
You sure? 503?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm upload it. I don't know if I'm gonna do an upload. I may not. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to talk about because I felt like I didn't really get to really talk about it like how I wanted to.
Right. Well, listen, bro. We gonna talk. You can cook on what you want to cook on, but I wanna touch this Boost Ennis shit real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, we gonna first whatever you want.
We gonna get to it, bro. Salute to my brother Shepherd King, DP Rocker, Mark Wonderlich, KG. Yo, my brother, big bro in the building. Salute to all the fam in the building. Y'all smash the like button for the young lion. We finna get right to it, man. Um, so Boots Ennis is looking like he feels like he's the mandatory for the IBF belt now since Akhmedakov, however you say his name, Armadillo, like my brother BLTB say. You understand me? This is Boots in his Instagram right here. You know what I'm saying? So he say number one in the IBF, Spence mandatory. Um, this is him right here again. Posting this no step aside money. Either want that shit in blood. Breaking Jarron Boots Ennis now Earl Spence mandatory, but if Terrence Crawford asks IBF to make it him, and I'm betting whatever. So this is Boots and his fam, man, his family, all of his peoples. They feel like he the mandatory, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, this is what they saying, man.
Most likely he is the you could call them motherfuckers. They in Jersey. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
In Jersey ain't that far. They connected. So I'm just saying. I ain't going front, bro. Yeah. Most likely he is. Let's just take it for what it is.
Hey, Chop, I'm finna send you the link too, Chop, because I know you've been wanting to get on for a minute, man. I'm finna shoot you the link real quick. So yeah, man. I mean, technically, listen. Technically, on paper, like we was talking about on the graveyard in the graveyard. Technically, on paper, he's not the mandatory just yet. Now he will have to fight probably an IBF title eliminator, and they're saying, or we're speculating, allegedly, you know what I'm saying? Allegedly, he might have to fight Cody Crowley, the Canadian.
Yeah. The one with the Thor beard, the real Thor beard.
Yeah, absolutely. What's your take on all this shit, man? Because this shit, I mean, it's going viral, bro. Like, and that's really why I really want to talk about it. And we're gonna get to the Bud Crawford shit as well. You know what I'm saying? But I want to get your take on this Boots Ennis situation, man. Is you know what I'm saying? This tri-state area right here. You know what I'm talking about? So what's your thoughts on Boots Ennis possibly being the IBF mandatory and Spence mandatory, man? I mean, come on, man. Like Cody Crowley, I mean, come on, bro. You know he gonna whoop Cody Crowley ass.
I'm gonna say this shit in my Gilly the Kid voice. Who fucking with the ball?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to all my Philadelphia cousins out there. I'm gonna keep it real, bro. That is a good fight for Boots. I'm not against that. If he's not the mandatory yet, that's a good stay busy fight, and that's a good, because Crawley, the Canadian brother, he really think that he's there. I could tell by that win. And even when they was announcing the win, he already had his hands up. He was feeling himself. So he might really believe that he could beat Boots. And he just came off a win. He's undefeated, I believe, right? 503?
Absolutely.
And he's undefeated. So I think that would be a great win for Jarron Boots Ennis. I think if they make that fight, I'm not against that fight. It's kind of crazy to me, though, even if he is the mandatory already, it's kind of crazy that him and Virgil Ortiz are already in position. I think that would be fucking dope if we get Boots versus Earl, and then get right before Earl and Bud. I think if we get Free Smoke versus Boots and Virgil Ortiz versus Bud, wouldn't that be crazy? 503. That's kind of like a good package deal right there. That's kind of like a really good package deal right there. I know y'all want to see them fight right away, but look at what I'm telling y'all. That is a good, like, we may not get that if Earl and Bud fight right away. So I'm not against if the IBF mandates him and Earl got to fight him. And I believe Virgil Ortiz is already the mandatory for the WBO. I think that would be dope because then we get to really see where the young boys is at, and we get to see where, even though we know where Bud and Earl is better than Virgil and Boots, I still feel like we get a better measuring stick of where Earl and Bud is at. These ain't no dudes that is just soft in this era. Boots and Virgil, them niggas can eat metal. You know what I'm saying? Like me, there's only a few fighters I'm gonna say that about. Like I already could tell they not complaining. They talk, but they not complaining. And I look at that. If a fighter is complaining, if he's not. You know what I mean? They not complaining, they just waiting their turn. So I honestly want to see that before Bud and Earl, because Earl say that he don't like tune-up fights anyway. Boots in his damn sure ain't no tune-up fight. We don't like it's so real, like that's a scary fight to me. Very scary. Same thing with Bud, with Virgil. Very scary fight. Virgil throw a lot of punches. Even if he's hurt, he throw a lot of punches. I done seen this motherfucker hurt and throw an ultra combo.
So yeah, man. The homies agreeing with you in the chat room. They say that'll be a nice 4-man tournament act. That's what Jeff, the producer, just said. Salute to my brother Talib Cunningham. Salute to my brother Supreme Beast Boxing Talk off in the building. Let me see who else we got up in here real quick before I go to Chop. Tony Snowflakes. Oh damn, Chop dipped out. He probably will be back.
Let me correct myself. That's a scary fight for Earl and a scary fight for Bud.
Yeah, man. Excuse me, man. That's listen, man. Boots Ennis Verge is it ain't no walk in the park, I tell you that, man. It ain't gonna be what the fuck y'all think it's gonna be, man. Boots Ennis, I mean, I'm happy. Listen, bro. If Boots Ennis when he do become the mandatory, get a man his title shot. You know what I'm saying? I think Boots Ennis should get a shot at the title before these guys move up to 154. If he's mandated and he can get his title shot within the next year, I would love to see that fight. You know what I'm talking about? I got my brother Chop 727 off in the building. What's going down with it, bro?
What's down, big dog?
Man, we just chilling, man, on this late night hunt, man. Just cooking up real quick. You know what I'm talking about? What you got going, bro?
Man, I'm on the highway right now. I'm finna go get me something to eat. This modulating right now. Figuring I tap in with y'all boys, you know what I'm saying? I ain't been on the panel in God knows how long, so figured I holler at my boys this evening.
Absolutely. Real quick, man. Let me get your take on this Boots in this finna become the mandatory, man. They saying that he finna be that mandatory. Well, he already saying he already saying he is the mandatory, but technically on paper he ain't the mandatory just yet. He got to get that final eliminator. But what's your thoughts on that, though, bro?
I like it. I hope. I mean, like you said, I hope he is the mandatory. But just like you just said, I'm pretty sure that he's gonna get a final eliminator to determine the mandatory. But I mean, hey, that's what we want. We want these young guys. We want these young guys who we've been supporting, who we've been, you know what I'm saying, bringing to the forefront. That's what we want. We want to see these young guys get these title shots, be in prime position, you know what I'm saying, to become champions. So I like it. I think Jarron Ennis is ready. I think he's ready for all the top competition. So it's only right that, within the next, I say within the next year, because the IBF, if I'm not mistaken, Earl's probably going to have to defend that within the next year, because he had a mandatory in about three, almost 4 years. So I like it. I like it.
Yeah, nah, it's been about 3 years, almost 4. Cause he fought Ocampo in 2018, right before the Mikey fight. So you about right. You know what I'm saying? Safe travels to you, my brother Talib Cunningham. Jeff the producer say Earl may be rusty. He could lose that fight. Yeah, man, Earl could lose. When you fighting these type guys, bro, any fight is losable for Earl Spence and Bud Crawford. If Bud Crawford is fighting Jarron Boots Ennis, or if he fighting Virgil, you know what I'm saying? If he fighting EJ, all these fights are losable, man. But this is what we need. We need the best fighting the best, just like they did at 154. You know what I'm saying? We need that. 168, Canelo going for undisputed. We need this at 147. Um, okay, Act man, I'm gonna slide it back over to you, man. I want you to get your rocks off with this whole Terrence Crawford situation. Now, right before Boots came out saying he's the number one guy in the IBF, he's the mandatory. You understand me? Bud Crawford was trying to put his bid in to be number one in the mandatory, man, and it's caused the whole onslaught of this Bud Crawford and Earl Spence talk once again. And this whole 60-40 shit and all this and all that. So talk to us about how you feel about this whole Terrence Crawford, you know what I'm saying, trying to be a mandatory situation, man.
Yes, sir. I want all of y'all, pay close attention real quick. I'm going to be asking some questions and giving some answers. My thing is this. That's cool and dandy. Before the Sean Porter fight, it seemed as though, even though this is speculation, right, 503, allegedly, a representative came forward.
Nah, hold on, Act. That ain't no alleged because we got that shit on camera, big dog. That's a fact.
Well, that's a fact. Ain't so alleged. I heard the audio. I ain't see it, but I heard the audio.
No, I seen the video. Yeah, it was a video.
I got the video, homie, so it's a fact.
503 sent it to me. I didn't see it early in the day because I was at the gym, boxing and all that good stuff. But 503 made sure that I seen it later that night. I'ma still say, because there's some Bud fanatics out there that say that wasn't true. He wasn't really representing Bud. That's what they told me on BFTB's channel. I didn't know that before. But right before we got on here, this is what I heard. Then he went to the IBF now in recent weeks and asked for the mandatory slot to fight Earl Spence. My thing is this. When Earl said we could fight 60-40 split, that was a problem. That was a problem. But if you
homie want to know if you got a fight coming up, not to cut you off and break your wisdom. They want to know.
Well, to keep it real, I was supposed to be fighting on the 17th, but I wasn't in December. But I'm not vaccinated, so yeah, we got, But I'm gonna talk about that on my channel, actually. So look out for me, Jeff the producer. I'm gonna talk more about that. You know what I mean? What I'm deciding and what I'm think about doing moving forward, because I need to pursue what I need to pursue. But back to Terrence Crawford and Earl. You went to these sanctioning bodies knowing that you're gonna get a 30 to 35% split, but you wasn't cool with the 60-40 split. But all the Bud fanatics are going to try to sell me that Earl is the good guy and he's scared and he got to overcome great fear. All right. He don't seem that scared to me. He didn't seem that scared to me when they was face to face. He definitely seemed like a confident guy. Now, I know what y'all going to sell me. Your boy Earl been through a lot since then. But I'm going to be honest with you. If we're going to compare that Sean Porter and the Danny Garcia fight, he looked at 1,000 times better to me. I mean, unless you want to say because and styles do make fights. But I still think that he looked at better stamina-wise. He didn't look tired. He was still throwing 1,000,001 punches like Earl always do. That was my thing. He didn't look all that different to me, so I wouldn't even use the accident as anything. I would use more the retina, the detached retina shit, because you need your eyes. 503, you know what I always say? You need your eyes, your hands, and your feet to fight somebody. If one of those ain't working, I ain't gonna front. Just be a man. He got it. And stamina. Most importantly. Just keep it real, bro. It's just that's just the questions, and I'm not getting that, bud. I'm not saying that it's not a winnable fight for him. The same way I'm really looking at it 50-50 right now, even though I always picked Earl. But I gotta give Terence Crawford his credit with the Sean Porter win. That was a very impressive win to me. I'm not going to take that away from him. I don't think Sean Porter was shy or anything because it was a winnable fight for Sean Porter. Until Terence Crawford's mans came to him and told him he was losing. That's when the whole dynamic and the fight changed. So that's really my key question to people. It's not even getting that bud or anything like that. But when you say Earl is ducking, be careful what you say. Because he offered him 60-40. And now if he becomes the mandatory to y'all, that represents him being some type of very bold man of valor and all of that type of shit. What do that got to do with anything? He offered him 60-40 at first. And he wants to become the mandatory for a 30-something percentage split. I don't get that. That's my only thing. Like, and I don't know, maybe Terence Crawford got a reasoning or a strategy behind that, but that's my only thing that I'm asking everybody. Sorry if I was long-winded. I just kind of wanted to break this thing down.
Man, listen.
Okay, go ahead, Chuck.
Man, listen. Everybody knows how I felt about the situation months prior. I was always of the mindset, okay, Earl trying to do what he's trying to do. He's trying to take the easy route to avoid the fight. I still, just for the record, I still favor Bud in this fight. Mm-hmm. But I'm tired of Bud. I'm sick of this shit, bro. I'm really sick of this shit, bro. What is the point?
That's real. That's real.
I'm gonna call this shit out. What is the fucking point? You didn't take 60-40. You talking all this shit about, I don't even know if I want to take 50-50. You said all this shit about the fight was behind you. Oh, I ain't gotta fight Earl. He don't make my legacy. This, that, blah, 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 blah. Now it sounds, I'm gonna tell you, he sounds like a hoe. He sounds like a hoe chasing a bitch that don't want him. That what this nigga sound like. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. Like, you send your representatives to the WBC convention. Mauricio Suleiman looking like what? Like what? What do you looking dumbfounded like, what the hell you asking me this for? Well, you know you can't ask me that, what? You know what I'm saying? And now you not like, what is the point? I don't get it. You turning down 60-40 just to ask to become a mandatory for a lower split. It's just Bud is capping. That's all he's doing. He is capping. He's trying to keep his name relevant in the media or whatever. He's trying to keep people talking about him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. I don't get it. I just don't. Just like at Reacher said, man. Listen, I'm dumbfounded. I am dumbfounded. I don't know what this man's strategy is. I'm thinking Bud is pretty smart as far as, intelligence wise, but this makes no fucking sense. Just call the man, tell the man, send the fucking contract. I'm sure Earl has no problem fighting this man next, even after the layoff. I'm sure he has no problem. I wouldn't recommend it, but I'm sure Earl's a dog. Earl's a dog. He'll fight that man next with no problem. So it's like we're doing all this extra shit, going all these extra.
You think Earl gets stopped?
You said what?
Do you think if they fight, do you think Earl gets stopped?
I don't. The eye. My thing about it is the eye. You know what I'm saying? My only question mark with Earl at this point is the eye. You know what I'm saying? Because Bud is the best. Bud is the best finisher in boxing. There's no doubt about it. Bud, I think, is that when he got you hurt, he getting your ass out of there. So my thing about it is, I don't know.
I actually agree. I agree. I can't even though
I can't. You know, that's why I say it. In my opinion, it's a 55-45 fight in Bud's favor because of the fact Earl's been late. Earl has been on a layoff, and the fact of the eye. So I don't know. But my thing about it is, even taking all that into account, why are you doing all this extra with all these fucking sanctioning bodies when you can just clearly go to the man and say, send the contract, let's get this shit done? What I seen somebody on Twitter talking about, he's trying to make himself mandatory to start negotiations. What? Like, you don't gotta be a fucking mandatory to start negotiations with a fucking.
I think I know where you seen that tweet from. I think I know who said that.
I see a tweet saying somebody, they woke. He's trying to make himself mandatory to start negotiations.
L-Dub, where you at, L-Dub? I sent you the link. I want you to come on here and explain that shit to me, sir, because I don't understand it.
I can't understand it. I'm not gonna try to understand it because it makes zero sense. Pick up the phone, call the man. I'm pretty sure he got all that extra. Oh, you doing all this shit in Dubai and all? I'm looking for the big fish. I'm pretty sure y'all got numbers. Y'all done talked on the phone before. Call the man. Say what's down. Send the 60-40 or call the man and try to work it out. All this extra shit, man, it's clout chasing. And my bad if I went too long.
Listen, brother, it ain't. Listen, y'all my fam. Him
right there. Him.
That's my guy, L-Dub, man. Listen, that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? I sent him the link. He didn't. I don't know if he got it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he might be doing something. But listen, this is my whole thing with the whole entire situation, right? Salute to the homie Black Swan. Once again, boxing matchup, Dwayne Freeman say, I don't see how y'all don't get he's ducking, he don't want the fight. And we're finna get into that. Salute to my brother, the OG. Salute, man. Bruce Gold, man. The OG, triple OG off in the building. Salute to Rhode Island. You understand me, man? Providence. You know what I'm saying? That whole tri-state East Coast area, man. Shouts out to y'all. Listen. Bud is on the motherfucking clock. And this is how you bump fucking get all this extra shit up out of here, bro. Bud, you going all across these motherfucking places. You're on vacation. You in Cancun. You say you're looking for the big fish. Salute to Mr. De Niro. You're looking for the big fish. Okay, cool. Now, you was at the Top Rank event watching the young homies Keyshawn Davis. I'm not gonna knock you for that. A lot of the brothers knocked you for going to the Top Rank event, but I know why you was there. You was supporting your stablemate. I get it. But bro, why you haven't came to the PBC office yet? Why you ain't went to LA to the Fox Studios? You know where Al Heyman and Sam Watson them do business at, homie. We know Sam Watson got the crib in LA. We know Al got the crib in LA. You know what I'm saying? Marcus, Brandon, the Watson brothers. This is all them stay in Cali, bro. You going everywhere but where you need to be going. You finna go all the way around the world to Dubai, right? To see MTK Global, and that's cool. Cause maybe you got to get your business in order before you can bust a move. But after you leave Dubai, bro, you spend some time with your family. It's the holidays. We got a couple more weeks for Christmas, cool. But bro, you on the clock. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give your ass to the end of January. By the end of my birthday, January 31st, I'm gonna give you the last day in January. If you have not made this fight by the end of January, I don't want to hear nothing about Spence ducking you. I don't want to hear nothing about Spence don't want to fight. You know what I'm saying? Because you saying you want to be mandatory to all these different sanctioning bodies, which you know you ain't finna be. Because for one, you don't even got a big promoter behind you anymore to push you into that sanctioning body. Because Bob Arum wasn't finna spend no money and put you in these sanctioning bodies, because when you was moving up from 140, you could have became, huh?
He said he lost. Remember? He said he lost money.
Right. That's what I'm saying, bro. And then you making excuses talking about, oh, well, I fought on the app, and a lot of people don't know how to get this app. You know, a lot of people don't know. Come on, bro. You making excuses, homie. You deflecting from the truth of the matter is that your numbers ain't reflecting the money that you want, bro. Salute to my brother, Mr. Condo Loco Sports. I see you, OG. Salute to you. Salute to Florida, man. That's my other Florida boy, man. Salute to Jacksonville, man. You understand me?
Yes, Lord.
Yeah, so this is what I'm saying, man. And I don't got no problem with Bud Crawford talking shit. I don't got Bud Crawford saying any of the shit he's saying, but bro, you looking like a clout chaser. You know what I'm saying? You looking like a clout chaser, bro. You just want your name to stay in the headlines. But I'm finna tell you something right now, right? Because shit finna get real. Because that young boy from Philly, he coming for that number one spot. Oh, and by the way, you got the other boys down here in Texas, Virgil Ortiz. He's finna be number one in your sanctioning body. So these young boys ain't playing, man. See what I'm saying? And that's what I really want to put my focus on, these young cats. Don't get me wrong, I fuck with goddamn Bud and EJ, and I want that fight to happen. But Bud doing everything but what he needs to be doing, which is going to the PBC office. Now, your guy Chop Canelo was able to get himself a motherfucking PBC fight coming off of a motherfucking bad promotional deal with Golden Boy. Right? When he got out of bed with motherfucking, when he got out of bed with Eddie Hearn, with Oscar De La Hoya, you know what I'm saying? He did a couple fights with Eddie Hearn, fought Caleb Smith, you know what I'm saying? Fought motherfucking Billy Joe, you know what I'm saying? Got a couple fights on his own. What do? He went straight to the motherfucking PBC. Not with Eddie Hearn, him and his trainer, you know what I'm saying? They went straight to the PBC, worked out a one fight deal, and Canelo got the motherfucking bag. $40 million guaranteed, and he got, you know what I'm saying, 800K pay-per-view buys with Caleb Plant. So if Canelo could do 800K, you know what I'm saying, with Caleb Plant, niggas wasn't asking for that fight. See what I'm saying, Chop? Niggas wasn't asking for that shit, bro. How long have we been asking to see Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford, bro? We've been asking for that shit ever since Earl Spence became a champion, and ever since motherfucking Bud moved up to 147, bro. That got to be at least 3-4 years right there. That niggas been asking for. We never asked to see Caleb Plant and Canelo. We didn't give a fuck about that fight until Canelo said, okay, I'm finna get all the belts at 168. Okay, cool. Fight all the guys at 168. Boom. But people have been asking consistently for y'all to fight, bro. So if Canelo can get 40 million and do 800,000 on pay-per-view, I'm gonna ask you, Chop, what do you think Bud can get and do on pay-per-view with Earl Spence?
That fight does a mill or better. That fight does a mill or better. That's our
Yeah, I think that'd be his best pay-per-view by far.
That's our Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler. You know what I'm saying? That's really, when you really look at that.
So who
that's
getting scoped? Chop, who getting scoped though? Who getting scoped? Is it Canelo or Bud in that fight?
Who that? What that?
Who getting knocked out? Who getting knocked out?
What? With who?
If Canelo and Bud was to fight.
Oh yeah, I just think Canelo. I just think Canelo too big. Canelo knock. I think Canelo would knock Terrence Crawford out.
For real?
Terrence Crawford has the skill, but we know he.
Yeah, Canelo do hit a little harder. That's a different type of guy.
Canelo knocking motherfuckers out at 175, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Legit. 175. You know what I'm saying? He's not like, I just think, and Canelo not gonna come in there wasting no punches. You know what I'm saying? I think he'll get Bud out of there relatively early because he Bud starts slow. But I think Bud versus Earl does 1 million or more pay-per-view buys. Easy. Because that's the fight we want. Casual fans, die-hard boxing fans, we've been calling for this. Even old media, excuse me, been calling for this fight. You know what I'm saying? Even old media.
Absolutely.
Been calling for this fight for years. Man, that fight does 1 to 1.5 million pay-per-view buys. Easy. And I'm gonna say this too. Cause when you were saying some shit, I just really thought about some shit. Just like you said, I think Bud's clout chasing. And I'm not saying this because this is my guy, but I think he waiting for Keith Thurman.
Oh Lord.
No, I'm not even trying to be funny, bro.
I remember you now, Chop.
I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm not even trying to be funny. This is my guy.
I remember who you
are. Bro, you couldn't even let me get it out, bro. I was gonna ask you about Keith Thurman, but this nigga had to say Keith Thurman Day. No, Chop, bro, you a Florida boy for real, man. I swear.
I'm really like,
could I say in 503 he gonna stand his ground the Florida way?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I wouldn't have it no way. Go ahead, Chop.
I personally think, bro, you doing all this clout chasing for what?
Chop, they coming for you. Hey, the OG say Barrios knocks out Thurman.
Listen,
I don't know if I got Keith Thurman. You know what?
Listen.
I don't know. Yo, Chop, we about to argue. I don't know if I got Keith Thurman in that fight. He's reliable. I need my box. I'm a fighter my damn self. I need my fighters reliable. I'm reliable. I'm reliable. You tell me, yo, I got this dude for you at sparring at the gym. He like around your size. He cracking hard like you. They got a new white boy for me. So anybody in
the chat that thinks Barrios is knocking Keith Thurman out, y'all DM me. Y'all send me. Y'all get at me.
Chop, you better subscribe, Chop. I'm not playing, Chop. I'm about to make a video. I'm about to make a video on this. You ain't gonna like the cover. You might not like the cover.
I'm subscribe to you. But as far as that goes,
if I do upload, you may not like the cover.
Yeah, because I want Chop to finish what he was saying. I'm gonna come to you at next, but you say that Bud is waiting on Keith Thurman. For what?
Listen.
Go ahead.
What he been even before the Sean Porter fight? What the man was talking about?
Well, you want to fight? Yeah, you want to fight Keith Thurman still up? Yeah.
Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman's even bigger fight still. He was talking about this before Sean Porter. While the Sean Porter fight was signed to build up to the fight, he was still talking about, I still want to, you know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman's a bigger fight still.
But check this out real quick. But what did Bud say on the Porterway podcast? He said, why I gotta wait 8 months? Why we can't do it right now? So Bud ain't finna sit around and wait for this nigga either. You feel me?
I don't believe anything what Bud said. I don't believe. Oh, that man. If he know Keith Thurman got a fight date coming up against Barrios, he doing all this capping by Earl, but he don't want to motherfucking reach out to Earl. Why? Just like you said, I give him just like you put him on the clock. I'm putting his ass on the clock too. Just like you said, he got to like the end of January. If he ain't made that fight with Earl, that's gonna tell me, okay, that boy waiting for Thurman, boy. He gonna wait. He gonna wait to see my boy. And by the way, this fight shouldn't go past 9 rounds, 8 rounds, 9 rounds. None of that. Keith Thurman better knock Barrios' ass out.
Whoa. So you saying my man?
I'm calling it right now.
Chop, you saying this man he finna come out the couch and beat Barrios and knock him out?
I got the confidence.
When the last time you got a knockout, Chop? You a Florida boy. You a Keith Thurman diehard fan. When the last time he knocked somebody out, Chop?
He ain't got to fight. Listen, I know he ain't got to stop it since Collazo.
Okay.
He ain't got to stop it. He ain't got to stop it since Collazo, and that was on cut. You know what I'm saying? So I get that.
Chop, can I ask you another question, sir? Mr.
Yes,
Chop,
sir.
sir? If I could say it in my UK voice, he got chinned. He got chinned by the Riverside Rocky. He got chinned.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
He said, "Yes, Lord."
He got chinned.
He sound like my mom.
But I just think that I think he was overlooking that boy. You know what I'm saying? He was looking for, you know what I'm saying, Peck. He was overlooking him. He on down bad right now. So you can't overlook, like, who you gonna overlook a motherfucker for, Keith Thurman? Like, you ain't got no choice. You ain't have no choice. Not humble. So your back is against the wall. So you can't do no overlooking or nothing. You got one man right in front of you. Get the fucking job done. There's no reason how Lil Tank can stop this dude in 11 rounds, but there's no reason why you can't knock this dude out and not.
But he didn't knock out the Riverside Rocky, though.
Oh, Tank is a different animal. There go my boy.
Tank is a different animal. Yes, he is. But yeah,
yes, sir.
I like Keith Thurman. I think he's gonna put on this is.
But he got chinned by Pacquiao in the first round, even though he did good after. Once he got up, he made it
That's a legend. That's a legend. That's a legend. At the end of the day, we cool. That's all right. We're not worried about none of that.
Okay, I'm just asking, Chop. I want no problem, Chop. I got family in Florida on my dad's side. I'm messing with you, Chop. I'm messing with you, Chop. Chop. I'm just trying to make it entertaining for the people, Chop. Salute to you, though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm glad 503 brought you on. You brought like a different type of energy, and I don't really know too many Keith Thurman fans, so this was fun for me.
Yeah, know, see, I'm from St. Petersburg, Florida. He lives here. He trains here. He's from Clearwater, which is like 20 miles. Like 20 minutes from here, so you know I'm a diehard. I'm representing. I'm loyal to the cause. You know what I'm saying?
I hear that. Right on.
Absolutely. But we got my brother. Hold on, Chop. We got my brother L Dub in the building. You know what I'm saying? He the one that put that tweet out. You understand me? We was looking for you, L Dub, and you came through, man. What's going on with it, L Dub? L Dub boxing off in the building. What's good with it, L? You in the building?
Yeah, what's good, man? Thanks for having me. Salute to y'all on the panel.
Salute to you, man.
Salute, bro. Always a pleasure, champ.
Absolutely. So we got a mixed panel tonight, man. So I'm gonna let my brother At go. I want him to respond to what Chop is saying. And then I'm gonna let my brother L Dub cook on this whole Terrence Crawford situation, and we're gonna get to the cooking. Go ahead, At. If you want to respond to Chop.
Now, my brother Chop seemed like a good brother and reliable brother from around the same area or from the same area, I believe, as Keith Thurman, right, Chop? But because you're reliable, that don't mean Keith Thurman is reliable. that's my whole moral of the story with Keith Thurman when he went to go to Naples and started playing Raiders of the Lost Ark. For all of my old heads out there that know about Indiana Jones when he went to the bar in the beginning. 503, if you didn't watch that, every time I say that, you're going to need to watch that movie so that you know what I'm talking about. Because where he was at.
Yeah.
Us. That was before us, but you know I got older siblings. So a lot of shit trickled down to me. You know what I mean? It's 9 of us.
Right.
So, my thing with Keith Thurman is he had a lot of big fights on the docket. I never not wanted to see Keith Thurman do good, even though I picked Earl early. And I remember doing a live stream, bringing all my peoples actually from my real life, like Super Ugly, who was saying, yo, Ack had like 3 bets against Keith Thurman if him and Earl Spence fight. This was like 503, what? Maybe 2017. I don't know, maybe around there. Yeah, I mean, LDBC and all of them was doing their thing. I remember, but I remember even having it back then, like that. And my thing with Keith Thurman is I'm not even counting him out because even in the Pacquiao loss, he actually didn't look that bad to me. And I actually picked him in that fight.
Me too.
I picked Keith Thurman. So before Chop, you start, you know what I mean, getting at me. I actually picked Keith Thurman in that fight against Pacquiao. And I could have easily seen why Pacquiao could have won.
Yeah, I did too. I picked my boy.
Yeah, I know you did. You know what I mean? When Adrian Broner got to tell you to get locked in, not saying that he's not serious when it comes to boxing, but Keith, he hollered at Keith Thurman on some G shit. 503, he hollered at him like, "Yo, all your team ain't shit for letting you be out here gambling and all." See, Chop, this is the shit that I'm talking about with being reliable. I would have no problem with calling myself a hypocrite when I get in the game if I'm doing the same type of shit. I have no problem. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna see me eating cheesecake and fucking ice cream and I got an animal in front of me. That's all I got on it.
Okay, man. So we finna go to my brother L Boxing, man. This my brother's first time on the show, man. So once again, I appreciate you for coming through, man. I was looking for you, young man, with a flashlight, man. You pulled up on me, man. So we want to get into what you got on this whole Terrence Crawford, trying to make himself the mandatories and all this and all that, man. You put the tweet out, and brothers was kind of trying to figure out what you meant. You know what I'm saying, by your tweet, you know what I'm saying, that you put out, L-Dub. You said that, he trying to he trying to finally sit down and negotiate with Spence. Stay woke, you know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? Talk to us a little bit about that, L-Dub, and what you meant when you put this tweet out, bro.
Yeah, Spence never wanted to come negotiate with him. That's what a lot of y'all missing when y'all talking about this whole shit. That's why I kind of don't want to get into it because I be knowing a lot of stuff behind the scenes. You know how I do. But he never wanted to negotiate with Top Rank and none of those guys to even. That's why when people say 60-40, that's like a fake narrative. And it's kind of like a blockage of the fight because that never happened. Y'all already know you can't make a big fight in the public by throwing out numbers and splits and shit like that. So the tweet was basically saying he ain't asking them for to be the mandatory for no splits. He asking them so you can actually sit at the table with him to negotiate finally. Because that's the whole sticking point of this whole thing. It's not about Top Rank. It's not about Bob Arum. It's not about that. I think y'all missed that. It's about actually coming to the table and sitting down and talking about it. And the reason why Spence can't do it is because he's not in a position to do it because of the networks and shit like that. I hear a lot of people talking about whose blame is it and stuff like that, but we never talk about that. And a lot of people miss that. And that's facts, right? All this, what I tweeted, that's why I say stay woke, because instead of blaming this guy or that guy, you got to look at the person who not willing to go into the negotiation table with another guy. You gotta look at that. So if you really want to put the
Mhm.
blame on somebody, you gotta put the blame on Spence. But I understand where he's coming from though, because if Fox, he's the number two guy, I would say behind Wilder, probably making money on PBC.
Mhm.
Y'all would say that one or two.
A-
So
Absolutely, absolutely.
so he's the cash cow, right? So he in the position where he can do whatever he want to do, but he also don't have to go over there if he don't want to. So you can't say, well, it's Bud's fault because he don't want to make the fight when they reached out to him and he said, you know what, we're gonna do something else. Now a lot of people don't put that out there. I don't know why. Nobody never questioned that. Nobody never say, well, why he haven't negotiated with him? Because and when I hear people say, well, why Bud they send him a contract, send him an offer, like a legit offer. Y'all know he can't fight off that network. He can't fight off of Fox. Fox was built when they did that big rollout. It was built off of Earl Spence. Even the Showtime rollout. I don't know y'all remember that they did two rollouts. Spence had just fought Peterson, and then they was like, we're gonna take him to Dallas. So they want to build him as a star coming off the Kell Brook and the Peterson win. They did that shit and they built his ass to a star. And he, you know what I'm saying, he's the man and shit. Did the same thing with Fox. Who had the only pay-per-view when they did the rollout? Spence and Mikey. All those other fights on pay-per-view. So he already got his shit set. But when people say it's Bud's fault when he don't make the fight, you got to think about this. Spence already got shit lined up, and he got enough power to say, you know what, Al, I ain't fighting Danny. I don't need to fight him. I can go fight out. Give me Pacquiao at the time, or give me this one, give me that one. He has the power to do that. That's another thing people missing. Y'all see how he stopped the Pacquiao and Mikey fight when they said they was gonna make that fight with pay per view. He said, "Oh hell no, hell no." Did that fight happen? No. You see how he got the Pacquiao fight underneath Buzz when they fucked that up? He just slid right in. So that tells me he got a lot of power. So if he got power to do that, why he don't got power to sit down at the negotiation table? It's not because he's scared. I never said that. It's not that. It's
Mm.
just because of the position he in. So if anybody got misconception of that, no, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying, what Bud them trying to do, they want to get him to the negotiation table. Nobody ever debunked that shit Bud did to Tom Brown. I haven't seen nobody debunk that. Why Tom Brown talking about he don't want to talk about that? When Bud asked him, I've been trying to get the big fights. And Tom Brown on some other shit. And he a promoter. He worked for Al Heyman. He know what's going on. Anybody debunk that? Because I would like to hear that. If anybody want to do that.
Okay, Chop, you want to respond?
I
For
mean, you made some good points, but I mean, at the end of the day, it shouldn't be. The networks ain't got nothing to do with it. I mean, at the end of the day, Bud is a free agent. At the end of the day, so I mean, if he made some good points, but at the end of the day, this is all on Bud. Like he all that about he trying to make negotiations. He can do that without even being a mandatory. He does not have to be a mandatory to fucking. He don't have to be a mandatory to. It's not required for him to be a mandatory to enter negotiations. That man could easily send one call out and let's make the fight. Like the mandatory means nothing. Trying to be a mandatory, that's just cap. Like it's just all. I just it still don't make sense to me. Like that's what I'm trying to figure out. Why does he have to be the mandatory, or is it's just 100%? I got to be the mandatory for one of these belts to negotiate. It ain't making sense. It still ain't gonna add up.
Yeah, let me get that because that's the only way you can get them to the table. It's been a precedent before. You remember Kovalev and Stevenson did it. They was both champions, and the WBC made Kovalev the mandatory for Stevenson, so it can be done. And that's how they were trying to make the biggest fight at the time of light heavyweight. So that do make sense to me. Like if you trying to get the guy to negotiate, it don't have to be the IBF. He sent the guy to the WBC to actually be the mandatory on some Kovalev shit. So What's the problem with that? I think
That's a totally different situation. You
it's
want
the
to know
same
why?
thing. It's the same thing.
No, I mean
Yes,
I
it is.
get that. I get the end result was the same thing, but it's a totally different situation because at that time neither one of them guys was on pay-per-view.
But it don't have nothing to do with pay-per-view when you
Yeah,
trying to
why
make the
you don't?
biggest fight. What see
How
that
does it
see
don't have to do with?
because
How does it have to do with the
because
numbers that they did on
that
pay-per-view
that's where
when
you
it comes to
block
negotiating pay?
that's where fights get blocked at right there. Because everybody talking about pay-per-views and numbers and this. What about what this the number y'all need to worry about? Number one versus number two. That's the number. Why
Yeah.
we got to worry about a pay-per-view or
I
split? No,
I get what I get
hold
what
check
you're
though. But
saying.
hold check though. It seems like every time the energy is different when it comes to Bud. He got to go do this. He got to go do that. But at the end of the day, it's one versus two. However you want to flip it, but somewhere around along the
But
line, we got to throw this in. He got these numbers. Think about this. Both guys, if they fight each other, will make their career high payday. And
Absolutely.
then
And,
I understand.
let me respond to some of the homies in the chat. Okay, Eric Johnson, you say if Spence had that much power, he would have got the Ugas fight. Spence can still fight Ugas, but it's not gonna be for the WBA belt, and that's what Spence wants. He wants unification. He don't want to fight these guys if it's not for a belt. Earl Spence and Ugas already had a deal worked out before the Pacquiao fight was even a green light. You know what I'm saying? So it was already understood that when Earl fought Pacquiao, he was gonna fight Ugas next for the belt. Earl Spence ends up getting the attached retina. He has to pull out. Ugas gets the fight. He beat Pacquiao. Okay, Earl Spence and Ugas next. The WBA came along with this fuck shit after the Gabriel Mastre fight and my homie Michael Fox. You know what I'm saying? And they trying to clean up the division. So Earl Spence does have the power to get the fight. It's the WBA that's holding back from that. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my brother Jay Cooley, Zenith 360. Dwayne Freeman says if he the mandatory, EJ don't have to give anything more than 40%. I mean, that's true, but like I say, man, that shit could still be worked out, bro. It could all be worked out. And at the end of the day, Chop is the homie. You know what I'm saying? He got his perspective, Act got his perspective, and we know L Dub gonna come and he gonna look at it from a totally different angle. But my thing is this, and I understand what L Dub is saying. That's why I wanted to have this conversation respectfully. We're not gonna talk over each other and be disrespectful or anything like that, cut each other out. I want all of the brothers to get their points across respectfully. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, we all men, we all want to get this fight, you know what I'm saying? No matter how we look at the situation. But I like having these diverse conversations with the family. You understand me? And that's why I got Chop on here. I got L Dub. I got Act Reaching 45. But my thing is this, just to respond to what L Dub is saying. I feel like you looking at it from the aspect that you trying to put everything on one guy. And to me, it's not just one guy's fault. To me, it's both of these guys' fault because Earl Spence is the big man. He's the money man. He's the cash cow. He did offer Bud Crawford 40% in the beginning. Now, Bud Crawford has been nonchalant about the fight. You know what I'm saying? He's said on multiple occasions he didn't want the fight. You know what I'm saying? Now, up until this point, he's been very vocal since he's left Top Rank. I got no problem with what Bud is saying and what he's doing. And like you said, and I do agree with you with one point, that this fight needs to be made behind the scenes. But Bud Crawford is still not doing that because he has Earl Spence's number. He knows who to get in contact with to make these fights. You know what I'm saying? Earl Spence is his own promoter. You know what I'm saying? He knows to call Al Heyman. That's what Earl Spence has been saying since the beginning for Bob to call Al. Why haven't Bomac and Bud called Al Heyman? Why haven't they got Earl Spence on the phone for him to call Al? You know what I'm saying? To get this fight. I see Bud Crawford doing everything else but trying to make this fight. Same thing with Earl Spence. And like I said on BLTB Boxing, I say both these guys need to say something and do something. if Earl Spence is the A side, like what we saying he is, why haven't Earl Spence sent out a contract? Or why haven't Bud Crawford tried to get a contract or a term sheet so we can start negotiating? Honestly, I don't think Bud Crawford even needs the WBC or the IBF to do business. He don't need them, bro. He don't got to go through them. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I feel like if these guys put their ego, their pride, all that bullshit to the side and talk like men, you know what I'm saying, and get this shit done behind the scenes, I think we could have this fight signed, sealed, and delivered before 2022. Because right now, and I think we all could agree to this, right now is the perfect time because me and Eldo been talking behind the scenes, and it's looking like Earl Spence ain't gonna fight Ugas because Ugas and Stayonis is going to purse bid. So right now is the perfect time because Earl Spence don't have no opponent, Ugas don't have no opponent. So I think that these fights, this particular fight can happen next. You know what I'm saying? Act Richard, you want to respond, or do you got anything you want to add to this, my brother? Jab Jamboree, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, bro. L-Dub did have a lot of good points, man.
Absolutely.
So I don't want him to think, getting on the pen, we was gonna argue. None of that. You know what I mean? We like-minded brothers. You know what I mean? I can see the silver lining in every situation. But I'm kind of gonna look at it from every angle, like I've been doing, even your angle, L-Dub. I'm gonna look at it from every angle because I do think everybody is wrong as far as like 503 saying they both need to just make the fight. I don't think there is anybody to blame realistically. But I say it's about even, in my opinion. If you do want to play the blame game. But I will say this. I would like to see Earl entertain it a little bit and try to go to the table. He don't got to talk now. Just because he's not talking right now don't mean that he's not eventually going to talk about it. I'm sure he is, and he's going to be asked about it. But I do, like I said, I do agree with some sentiments that my brother L-Dub had. You know what I mean? Definitely was real. You know what I mean? Good points, brother.
Yes, sir. Salute to my brothers, Zenith 360 box fans. Zenith says, what do you say? He said, what's happening now is what I expected. Spence said he wanted undisputed and said he was gonna collect the belts on PBC before the WBO. He's been consistent. He also said that Bud came to 147. He's following the path. He laid it out for himself years ago. Yeah. And like I say, man, me being an Earl Spence fan and a Bud Crawford fan, I feel like Earl Spence has tried to do right by his word to a certain extent. Now, he's had trials and tribulations along the way, which was the car wreck. That kind of set him back a year and some change. Now he had the detached retina injury, and that set him back. You know what I'm saying? A couple months. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Earl Spence has tried to make these fights, especially on his side of the street, because, like I say, he only had one more belt to get, but the WBA ain't playing ball with that, bro. They doing their own shit, and L-Dub was one of the first people to report on this whole WBA bullshit. Him and Conor Loco Sports, salute to the brothers. You know what I'm saying? They've been telling us about this whole bullshit with the WBA. You know what I'm saying? So it's not Earl Spence's fault that the WBA is starting this bullshit ass tournament and they blocking unification. So therefore, there's only one more fight to be made, and that's Earl Spence versus Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to put the blame on neither guy. I just feel like it's been bad business on both sides. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, Earl needs to be a little bit more vocal I feel like he been being quiet these past couple of days. Bud been doing all this talking. I feel like he should have been saying something by now. I feel like Bud is clout chasing to a certain extent. He not actually doing what he needs to do to make the fight. He's just doing a lot of talking on the internet, which is cool. I love the trash talking. It makes for good content and shit like that. But bro, you got Earl Spence number. You know what I'm saying? Bro, mate, you know Al Hammond, you know Sam Watson, you know these guys. Jamil Heron know these guys. He was on the PBC. Y'all can get in contact with these people from the PBC to make the fight, bro. If Canelo did it and got $40 million and did 800,000 on pay-per-view, you don't think Bud can get 20 to 30 million and do $1 million on fucking Fox or PBC? Come on, man. It's right there for the fucking getting. Elder, man, I want to get your take. What do you feel like should happen next, man? Or what do you think is gonna happen next? Or what are you hearing that may happen next, man? If you could share some, give your insight on this whole situation. Go ahead, Elder.
I have a feeling maybe it's still gonna be Spencer Ugas for some reason. So that's still a big
Wow.
fight because really the way I look at it, the WBA really don't mean nothing. It's a corrupt belt. The Pacquiao win got more weight than a corrupt sanction body that don't want Earl Spence to unify. That's how I look at it. So you might as well fight. Undisputed is overrated at this division anyway, because
Mm,
if it was about the belts, Spence should have fought Pacquiao coming off the car wreck. He fought Danny. That wasn't for no belt. So I think it's underrated. You can't really listen to all that shit. Really, it just have wherever side that you want to rock with. That's what you're gonna believe. So that's what I was trying to say. This fight, the reason why the fight ain't being made because it never been negotiated. It ain't no 50, no 50-50, 60-40 in the media. That shit don't count. Y'all know that. Like we've been around this game for a long time, and we know when we start talking about purse splits and pay-per-view numbers, then you already know that's just the way I don't want to fight right now. Or the fight not ready to be made, or maybe there's not enough money in the pot. Because I ain't heard this with the other people. And then when I did heard it, I heard Sean Porter can't sell the family barbecue, but he get the fight. You know what I'm saying? So we can't really use that shit. I don't think. The thing is, the fight was never negotiated, so it was never really a real fight. Now, I was always down for Spence to clean out his side of the street because I feel like shit. He might as well. You young enough. You got the talent to do it. You might as well get those guys out the way because they didn't want to fight him before. So you might as well get them out the way and stuff like that. And I know we have some unfortunate situations and stuff like that. I want to see him back in the ring too because he's one of the best fighters in the sport. So having him fight often, that shit dope as hell for us in the boxing fans, whether you're a fan or not. Seeing the best fighters, I always thought that's the best thing for boxing. But as far as this fight with him and Bud, it never was real because it never been negotiated. That other stuff that we throwing around, look, these guys never sat down as Spence team with his pops and Al Heyman, whoever he got with him. They never sat down with Bud and Bo Mack and Todd the Buff. They never sat down, y'all. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand.
right.
It ain't that one person don't want it, the other one don't want it, or whatever. However you want to flip it, because I ain't calling nobody no duck. Because I know when my man said the networks don't matter, it does matter when they lay out a whole carpet. They had a whole layout with Spence and Mikey. Then right after Porter beat Ugas to fought Ugas, he fought Porter for the unification. Then they had Danny in the ring with his turtleneck. They had fights laid out, y'all. Y'all don't see that? That's the network. That's not nobody else. So when you tell me
Mm-hmm.
networks don't matter, when guys having fights back to back, if Earl would never got in that car accident, he would have fought in January, coming off that tough fight in September with Porter. So you saying networks don't matter? Who gonna put those fights together like that? These promoters not putting these fights together. Because if they did, we'll have way more fights. It's the networks. So that's all I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? And it's some good dialogue because we can actually, like you said, 503, everybody come with their different perspective and stuff like that. And I accept everything because I feel like it's valuable because it can make me say, hold on, dude was right because X, Y, and Z. So it's cool. So ain't nobody better than nobody up here. I ain't better than nobody. I just love the dialogue and I appreciate the invite. So that's how I'm rocking. It's all good.
Already. Salute to my brother Jay Smith. He say March or June would be good date for TCEJ. Zenith 360 say I definitely think it could be next. Sure, the order is less important than the goal. 2022, Jay Smith says, and Sister Ray says Danny was the mandatory. Absolutely. And like L Dub just said, it was a plan. The PBC has always had a plan for Earl Spence. They plan to build this guy. Same thing ESPN and Top Rank they had for Terrence Crawford. They was trying to build Terrence Crawford into a pay-per-view star like how PBC was doing with Earl Spence. It's the same exact thing. It just one network had a better game plan and they executed better because Earl Spence had the opponents and they promoted Earl Spence the correct way. They put Earl Spence in his hometown market. They used the Cowboys to promote him. They used Fox, FS1. They did all these things to promote this guy the correct way. Bob Arum and ESPN did not. Bob Arum could not get Terrence Bud Crawford those big fights. They tried with Amir Khan. They failed. See what I'm saying? Then they tried too late with Sean Porter, and they still failed. See what I'm saying? So the networks do matter, but at the end of the day, it's still about the fights and the fighters, bro. Point blank and period. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, to a certain extent, I blame both sides. Both sides. You know what I'm saying? Earl Spence had unfortunate situations. You know what I'm saying? He didn't execute his game plan thoroughly because of his trials and tribulations he had to go through. You know what I'm saying? And still to this day, you know what I'm saying, he got to figure out what's going to be his next move. So he needs to be vocal with his fans and transparent with his fans and let us know what the fuck is going on. Because you got people on this internet pushing narratives and scrambling, trying to, you know what I'm saying, pushing the agenda. But at the end of the day, it's still about Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford and when we going to get this fight. You know what I'm saying? Now, Terrence Crawford is in position and empowered to make this fight because he is a free agent. You know what I'm saying? He only have Bomac as his manager and MTK Global as his advisors. So once he's done having his business meeting with MTK, him and Bomac, they need to execute their game plan and they need to execute it thoroughly. And we need to figure out what the fuck is going to be the next move in 2022 for these guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want to see no motherfucking Earl Spence and guys if it's not for a belt. I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford for 3 belts. That has been Earl Spence's goal. That has been his game plan to get all the belts. And Terrence Crawford has one of those belts. So you need to go get that. Point blank and period. I don't give a damn how y'all make the fights. I don't give a fuck what the percentage is. I don't give a fuck who make what. I don't care about that. I want to see the fights. I want to know when the fight is going to be, what network is going to be on, and where it's going to be at. That's all that 503 Lion care about. See what I'm saying? Chop, you got something you want to add to this, big bro?
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking at it from the perspective like, okay, again, Terrence Crawford, you don't have to do all this mandatory shit, request to be a mandatory to even negotiate. Right. Because, again, the man already offered you 60-40. So it's not like you're going to get a better split anyway being the mandatory. So it's a waste of time. Now, if you're trying to do it as a ploy or something, okay. As a negotiating tactic, okay. But I want it's no reason why the fight can't happen next. Ugas tied up with that stupid ass WBA tournament. Keith Thurman got motherfucking Barrios. Virgil, I don't know what they doing next.
Chop, my Cuban brother, he didn't get tied up in that tournament. They forced him.
No, I already know. They put the fuck to him because he beat Pacquiao. They put the fuck. They really put the fuck to him. That's really what it was. They put the fuck to him because he beat Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. That's really what it was. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I want to see. I wanted to see Earl. I want to see Earl, just like you said. I want to see Earl versus Ugas for that belt. But they got Ugas in that stupid ass fucking tournament. It's just stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's real stupid. So it's no reason why they can't fight next. Terrence Crawford need to get on the horn, just like you said, wherever, you know what I'm saying, after he meet his people, MTK Global, all that shit, get on the phone and let's make this shit happen. There's no reason why we can't have this fight next. There's no excuse on either side. I do to a certain extent blame both sides as well. But it's just it's at this point, it's no excuse. It's no reason. You guys ain't got it's no reason. Earl ain't got no. Who you gonna fight, Earl? Who are you gonna fight? Terrence Crawford. Who are you gonna fight? You can't say you finna fight Thurman now. You just gonna wait on him for after Barrios? No, fight Spence. Spence, who you waiting on? What? The IBF mandatory just lost. The dude that you were supposed to fight. What? So what? It's nothing. That's all. That's really all I got to say. It's nothing that should stop this fight from happening. First quarter next year, March, April, around that area. There's no reason. Other than that, I don't know what the fuck they doing.
Okay. Real quick, man, I wanna talk about these upcoming fights we got. You know what I'm saying? We could talk about this Earl Spence shit every day, all day. But we still don't know what the fuck gonna happen. But like I say, I want Earl Spence to come out and say something and get some straightening, and then we can build on that because we see Terrence Crawford. He been doing a lot of talking and tweeting. So it's all good. It makes for good dialogue and context and content. You know what I'm saying? But we do got some good fights on the up and up, man. I want to come to you at talk to me, man, about this Keith Thurman Barrios fight, man. How you feeling about this fight, champ? Yes, there be Act Richard 45. Talk to me about Barrios Keith, man. January 29th, man. You know what I'm saying? In Vegas.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm looking in my crystal ball. I can see two outcomes. I can see Keith Thurman outboxing him. Then I can see the most likely outcome is Barrios scoping. That's what happens that's what happens, Chop, when he play the family man. That's what happens when he forget about this gladiator shit. I'm going Barrios, scoping him out. I don't know what round yet. When you get close, I'll give you a round. I don't got a round.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna save you for last, Chop, because I know you want to pop your shit. Elder, talk to me about this, man, because we was chopping it up behind the scenes per usual, man, and you was telling me, man, that Keith Thurman coming back, man, and now you said what you said, came to fruition. So, how you feel about this fight, Elder? Mario Barrios, Keith Thurman, man, talk to me, bro. This in your neck of the woods.
Yeah, I ain't mad at it, you know what I'm saying, per se, as a comeback fight. You know what I'm saying? Mario Barrios is a big dude, you know what I'm saying? When I met him in Vegas, that dude, I don't know how he made 140, so I don't know. But then again, fighting Keith Thurman, if Keith Thurman is back to where he need to be, then I think Keith Thurman should be able to outbox him and maybe stop him late. It all depends. But Keith been off for a long time, so there's a lot of questions. And it's a lot of invalid questions we're gonna ask. You know what I'm saying? Do he still got the legs? If he don't have the legs, it's gonna be a tough fight for him because that's how Keith win all his fights. Basically, he'll get the first 5 or 6 rounds and then get one more at the end. He got 7. He good. So hopefully it go back to Keith. Man, I want to see, and it's gonna be funny watching him fight without that ponytail too. So it's a lot of changes. We ain't seen him in the ring. Barrios coming off a tough loss to Tank. So we got CV right because Tank can't crack and losing to a smaller guy like that. That shit can kind of take effect of you. Like a small dude shoot your cuff and put you on the ground, start, you know what I'm saying, wrestling you all crazy. You be like, damn, how this little dude doing that? So maybe he got some doubts. I don't know. But I expect Keith to all box him. And if Keith is right, I think it all box him and maybe a late stoppage. Hopefully all his injuries is 100, his hand, his shoulder, whatever else was bothering him, his elbow. He had enough time to recover. So we'll see.
L-Dub crazy, man. L-Dub be
On the
talking shit.
contrary, LW had plenty of time.
L-Dub be talking shit like a motherfucker, man. Hey, Chop, man, give it to me, man. What Clearwater gonna do, man? You know what I'm saying? We got Florida versus Texas, man. The down south throwdown. You understand me, man? How you feel about this fight, bro?
I love it, but it's dangerous at the same time. Barrios moving up in weight. You know what I'm saying? First fight at 147, so I think he'll be a little bit more comfortable. You know what I'm saying? He'll probably have a little bit more stamina. It's a dangerous fight coming off damn near a 3-year layoff. You know, I'm being all serious, all jokes aside. You know what I'm saying? Coming off a damn near 3-year layoff. It'll be January, late January. He fought Pacquiao in March, like 2019. So
yes, sir.
That'll be down in 3 years. So it's a dangerous fight coming off 3-year layoff. But I think styles make fights. Barrios, you know what I'm saying? He can box, but I think he's more flat-footed than people actually don't see. You feel me? And I think Keith Thurman use that to an advantage. You know what I'm saying? He got to get on the inside. Barrios, just like L said, he's a big dude. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna have a reach advantage. So Keith Thurman's gonna have to get on the inside. I think the body. I think if Keith Thurman can work some body work in there, you know what I'm saying? I think it should be a statement. At the end of the day, 3 years off, you trying to still prove that you one of the top guys at the 147. You got to make a statement. You always talk about welcoming guys to 147. You want to call out Paulie and this, that, and the third. I welcome you to 147. Okay, here goes a guy just off a pay-per-view loss coming up to 147. It should be a statement. Like I said, I think he's gonna outbox him, and I think he should stop him in 9 to 10 rounds. That is my prediction. I'm predicting it right here on air. 9 to 10 round stoppage, Keith Thurman over Mario Barrios.
Man, okay, 360 say, according to Ugas, him and Spence signed the contracts last year, so legally they are bound to fight. That's complicated. Yeah, I mean, from what I'm hearing though, man, I'm hearing that Stanionis and Ugas is going to purse bid. Correct me if I'm wrong, L-Dub, but ain't that the case right now?
I thought they came to agreement.
Yeah, they came to agreement.
Oh, see, there you have it. There you have it, brother. They already so that contract is in the wind. They didn't rip the contract up, and that's in the wind. So you're not gonna get that fight, homie. So like I say, Earl Spence, once again, Earl Spence is free as a bird. He can fly whichever direction he want to go to, brother. Same thing with Terrence Crawford. I mean, it gets no more. Listen, man. I'm like, my platform, bro. I'm gonna give everybody their own voice and perspective, and that's really what it is right now. You know what I'm saying? So you can slice and dice it however you want to, brother. I'm gonna leave it up to you to decide. You know what I'm saying? Who do you want to see Earl fight next, Zenit? You know what I'm saying? That's really what it comes down to. Because it ain't gonna be Ugas, because he finna fight the young boy Stanionis. That's Act Reacher boy, Stanionis. You know what I'm saying? So hey, we gonna see what happens. But to get back,
keep it real, I don't know if he can win that fight.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be a tough one.
He got a lot of fucking willpower, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Ugas gonna have to box that boy, man. He gonna have to box that boy. But yeah, man, Keith Thurman and Barrios, man, I'm liking this fight. At first, I really didn't know how to feel about it, man. But as I seen Keith Thurman training and getting back into the groove of shit, I really want to see what my biggest thing with this fight is, man. I want to see how Keith Thurman gonna look after 2 years of being a family man, being a husband, being a father. I want to see if Keith Thurman still gonna have that drive and that hunger that got him to this spot to where he was the unified champion. Because let's not get one thing misconstrued. You know what I'm saying? I'm 503 line. I'm from Texas. I keep this shit real. You know what I'm saying? I was a Keith Thurman fan, homie. Before Big Fish came on to the scene, and before Big Fish was Big Fish, he was EJ. You know what I'm saying?
I think a
But
lot of people was, bro.
yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, I was the biggest Keith Thurman fan, bro, and that was the fight I really wanted to see was Earl Spence and Keith Thurman, but due to Keith Thurman, you know what I'm saying, playing those injury games.
I keep it a $150. He played
Yeah.
some fuck. He did some real fuck power shit, and he paid. Karma's a big. I believe in karma, and that Manny Pacquiao shit was karma, bro. For avoiding, you hear me say it? He avoided Earl Spence.
Absolutely. But I feel like this, bro. This is Keith Thurman redemption. This is a chance for Keith Thurman to redeem himself because I'm gonna tell you something. If Earl Spence, and like I say, Bud Crawford is on the clock. Earl Spence, you on the clock too, my boy. And I'm not gonna let you slide neither. You understand me? So Bud Crawford is gonna be paying close attention to this fight, like Chop said. Chop might be on to something. So this is the chance to redeem yourself to get a fucking another title shot at 147. Because I'm gonna tell you something, bro. The Sharks is closing in. Like I say, you got Jarron Boots Ennis. He want to be number one for the IBF. You got Virgil Ortiz, who is number one in the WBO. But you got Bud Crawford, who need a fight. He need a dancing partner, and we don't know if that's gonna be Earl Spence. So you getting a tough guy like Barrios, like L Dub was saying, a dude that he met eye to eye. He don't even know how the fuck this dude made 140. Barrios ain't no little motherfucking welterweight, bro. That's why it was so amazing when Tank fucking, folded him up like a motherfucking lunch at the family barbecue. You know what I'm saying? Will you be able to do that same thing what Tank did? I don't know, bro. I don't know. So this what makes this fight so intriguing. Right now, you know what I'm saying? I gotta see how these dudes training and how they training camp going, how they look. But I'm gonna keep it real, bro. I'm leaning more towards Barrios right now in this fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Keith Thurman gonna have the, yeah, I don't know if Keith Thurman is gonna have the leg
against Texas anyway. 503.
No, listen, bro. I already picked Barrios to beat Tank, man, and he disappointed me.
Tank is crazy,
though, bro.
But look, there was a time where Tank wasn't reliable, like my moral, and Keith Thurman was, and now look at things a few years later.
Yeah, I mean that's absolutely.
Ain't that crazy how life works?
Right, and this is why I love boxing, because when you get these top guys fighting each other, you never know the outcome. And whether we like it or not, even though Thurman hasn't done shit for us as of late, he's still a former unified champion, and he's been in there with some of the best guys at the welterweight division. So I can't take nothing away from the man. But as of right now, Keith Thurman ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? So Barrios do got the edge just based on inactivity. You know what I'm saying? Because Barrios just fought, you know what I'm saying, a couple months ago. So I gotta see what type of Keith Thurman I'm getting. I know what Barrios is gonna do, and Barrios might be revamped, rejuvenated, trying to come off a loss, and he don't gotta suck himself down to motherfucking me make 140. He don't gotta kill himself to strain his body to make the weight. So for me, bro, I'm intrigued with this fight, so I'm gonna lean a little bit more towards Barrios right now. But I don't know, man. Maybe Keith Thurman might change my mind, man. Also, man, I want to get y'all thoughts on this heavyweight card they got in Florida. Act Rich, I'm gonna come to you, man. Give me your thoughts, man. King Kong Ortiz versus Charles Martin. You also got
I didn't even finish that press conference.
Yeah. You got King Kong Ortiz, Charles Martin, Michael Coffey versus Jonathan Rice. You got Frank Sanchez on that card as well. You know what I'm saying? How you feeling about this heavyweight card in Florida, man?
That's actually gonna be a good card. I'm sorry. I gotta give that card a lot of credit. You know what I mean? That's a real good card. I'm feeling that card from top to bottom. I'm gonna be watching that card definitely. It's a pay-per-view though?
Yeah. Yeah, it's only like it's like
I
$40.
nah. I support it. I'm just saying. Nah, I'll do that. That's my bro. Those are my brothers on the card. I'm saying I do, but I'm just saying like that's a good card though, especially like compared to like some of the cards that we've been getting. I felt like a lot of cards this year that we was looking forward to see. They didn't have the best undercards. It's so
Yeah.
real. Somebody like a Jake Paul undercard had me. I did not fall asleep. And you know how I am, 503. I always wake up for the
Mm-hmm.
main event. Because I probably done ran or did some type of strength and conditioning with Coach Terry or, I mean, some shit. But I just feel like, I mean, this is a really good card. And I'm really happy that Louis King Kong Ortiz is getting a fairly good opportunity against a former champion, Charles Martin. It's been a long time coming. You know what I mean? The only person he was getting was Wilder. So, what I mean? I'm actually happy for him. I'm also happy to see Frank K, as I like to call him. I like to see Frank K back doing this thing. I think Frank K is going to be a world champion, man. I can't
Okay.
wait to like him. And he already beat FA. He already bumped FA off. And remember, we used to bring that fight up, just playing with it.
Mm-hmm.
It actually happened. We be doing that with a lot of the prospects in different divisions and shit like that. So, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. People better be worried about Frank Sanchez. I'm really actually, even though he fighting Negron.
Yeah.
What's my man name? L Dub. Correct me if I pronounce it right for me, brother.
No, you good. Carlos Negron. No, you
Oh,
good.
Carlos. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure that's that. I trust you, Eldo, because you the Pokédex of this. You know everything, damn near. So, it's a good card, bro. I'm not complaining. I'm gonna pay the bread. I'm gonna pay the bread.
You go pay for that?
Yeah. I feel like I got to.
Yeah.
Because I ain't gonna lie,
Okay.
compared to what we've been getting, like I said, a lot of the top cards ain't have a lot of good undercards. And then it been like a lot of the mains, but they did have good undercards. It's weird with PBC. They do shit like that. But yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. Eldo, what you got on that heavyweight card, bro?
No, I like it. I like how they do like an all heavyweight theme, or you know what I'm saying, kind of like how they did the Wilder and Fury undercard. That was dope. Um, I like it though. The Ortiz versus Martin. That's the IBF title eliminator. So you know what I'm saying. That's what's up right there. That's on some last minute shit. Gerald Washington got a tough fight on that card too. So yeah, I think all the fights on the card is basically 50-50.
Who he fighting, bro?
He's facing Ali Deverizia, the guy who he fought FA on the undercard of Pacquiao and Thurman. That was on
Okay.
Fox.
Okay.
So he on there. But I want to touch on another guy that's on this card, yo. Frank Martin. He's with the world class boxing gym out there in Dallas, Texas. Y'all already know what time it is. Lightweight contender. He's faced off against Romero Duno. Look out for him. He's gonna be on the FS1. Well, actually, he's gonna be on Fox right before the pay-per-view start. So y'all already know how he is. Fast hands. He kind of remind me of Gary Russell a little bit, but not as fast. But that guy got some skills. And he working with Derek James and Earl Smith and them. So yes, sir. So make sure you check him out. That's right before the heavyweight card. So yeah, I had to throw that in there.
Already. Chop, man, this in your backyard, man, in Florida, man. How you feel about this heavyweight card, bro?
Yeah, I'm gonna go quickly and then I'm gonna slide off because my phone about to die. But I love the card. I wish I was there. Like seriously, I wish I was fucking there. I would have if I had it was right before Christmas or they gotta take care of everything. But I wish I could go because I would have went to the card. It's a nice card from top to bottom. I ain't gonna lie. The Charles Martin Lewis Ortiz fight, motherfuckers I think gonna sleep on it. But I think that bitch gonna be some. I think it's gonna be some fireworks in that thing. But I think it might be something brutal in that thing, bro. I really think it's some brutal gonna happen in there. But yeah, I like the talk. I like the card from top to bottom. I salute y'all boys for having me on the panel. You know what I'm saying? 503, you already know how we rocking. Hey boy, Act Reacher, L Dub. I salute all y'all boys. I got to slide because my phone about to die. I just wanted to get off here professionally. You know what I'm saying? Instead of this thing cutting off on me. But salute to the LDBC. And y'all follow me. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to my channel, Chop727. Follow me on all platforms. 503. I fuck with you the long way. You heard me?
Already, man. Appreciate
Nah,
it,
bro.
bro.
Salute to
We
you, bro.
definitely, yeah, we definitely go chop it up, man. When that Barrios and Keith Thurman fight get a little closer. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah. So we go chop it up. But salute to you, man. Salute to my brother Kevin Stenhouse. Already, bro. Salute to Earl Taylor Senior coming through, man. Real quick, man. This is gonna be my last topic, man. On the fights this weekend. I want to get y'all thoughts, man, on this Marcus Brown, Arthur Beterbiev, man, top rank. This Friday coming up. L Dub, I'm gonna start with you, man. Who you got in that fight, bro?
Man, I like this fight, man. I oh man, I want Marcus Brown to win. I do. But I don't know if he has the chin or he gonna be able to withstand the power of Berta Biev. But if he gonna win this fight though, this is the best time because Berta Biev is coming off some injuries and layoffs and stuff like that. And he's 36 and he can get clipped too. So I want to see the dynamic with Marcus Brown and Derek James. So that's the biggest thing. Of course, we got to root for USA, go up there, do his thing in Canada. But it's a tough one though, man, because BF, he know how to slow you down. He know how to cut the ring off, and his punch placement is real nice. But my boxing brain say Brother BF, but I want Marcus Brown to win.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, man. This is gonna be my fight of the week, man. I'm gonna be on the lookout for my boy Marcus Brown to get the dub, man. But against going up against Arthur Beterbiev, man, he is like the boogeyman, 175. You understand? And I haven't really won it. I haven't really won against Arthur Beterbiev. And yes, Marcus Brown is training with Derek James, another world class boxing, you know what I'm saying, fighter coming out that gym in Dallas. You understand me? So I know Marcus Brown gonna be ready. I know he gonna be ready. I know Derrick James got him ready, man. So to me, man, this is like a 55-45 type fight. You know what I'm saying? You understand? So I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna get an edge to Better Beef simply because he the champion. I'm leaning more towards Better Beef, man, but I'm definitely rooting for Marcus Brown in this one, man. Act Richard, man, give me your last real quick on this fight, bro, before we get up out of here.
Yeah, man. I wish I could have seen training to Marcus Brown and stuff like that. I'm kind of like with L Dub on it. Right now, I kind of got Arthur Beterbiev, but I really do
Wow.
want Marcus Brown to win. I could see an upset though. I feel like whoever I pick in this fight is gonna lose. It's one of the fights. If I fuck around and say Marcus Brown, I
Yeah.
just feel like it. I just feel like it. I just feel like it. But oh damn, man. But right now, I'll give you a clear answer definitely by the end of the week. I'm gonna try to see if I can scout some footage. But right now I got Arthur Beterbiev. My answer is kind of like L Dubs. But I really want Marcus Brown to bring that back to New York.
Yeah, man, me too, bro. Earl Taylor Senior say if Brown can get some power behind his shots, he can pull it off. Better be get hits a lot, bro. Yeah, he do, man. But the thing is, man, when that motherfucker hit you, bro, that shit like death. You know what I'm saying? He be cracking, bro. He crack hard too. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a good
I
fight, man.
never seen Ballstick look like that, bro. He was looking like Willie Lump Lump.
Yeah, man. And Marcus Brown, he have been chinned a couple times. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. It's a lot of different elements in this fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm rooting for Marcus Brown, man. But I'm leaning more towards Better Be in this one. On that note, though, man, we're gonna get up out of here. Elder, man, let me get your last, my brother. Appreciate you for coming on the panel once again, man. We're gonna have to do this again. And I'm gonna have to definitely come on your channel one day when you be going live and shit, bro. So man, yeah, let me get your last though, El.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate you having me on 503. Salute to Act Reacher, my man Chop in the building. Salute to all y'all, man. It's all good having this fun conversation about the fight that we want to see. No matter how we come at it, we all got the same goal. We want to see the fight. So it's all love on that aspect. Ain't no hard feelings. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep talking boxing. Some more shit going to pop up. We're going to keep talking it. My man 503, make sure y'all follow him. Supposed to say Mobcast on IG for sure, because he definitely be dropping a lot of content and letting you guys know what's going on in the sport of boxing. My man Act Reaches, go subscribe to him. Salute to him, Jad Jamboree. You know what I'm saying? It's all love. Y'all know me in these streets, the boxing plug, LD, whatever you want to call me. This the only thing. Don't call me a casual. You already know. So salute to the chat. Salute everybody that came through the building. It's all love, man. I'm glad to come on here and chop it up with you anytime, bro.
Already, man. Act Reacher, man, close this up, big bro.
Yeah, man. Salute, man, to Chop coming through. And salute to my brother L Dub. We had 2 guest appearances on. It was kind of different, you know what I mean, on the late night hunt. And I really appreciate L Dub for coming through and speaking his piece as well as Chop. Hopefully we could do like something different like this again where we don't have the usual suspects on. Maybe a couple of the usual suspects and we have like, you know, guests, 2 guest dudes kind of like L Dub and Chop did. I thought that was really dope. Salute to the LDBC, the usual suspects, and the full Berserker clan. It's your boy Act Reach It. I never stay wrong and I'm out.
Absolutely, man. Y'all check us out, man. We'll be back tomorrow, man. More content dropping real soon. Y'all follow me on IG, YouTube, you understand me, Twitter, 503 Line, man, Smoke City Mallcast, Instagram, and Facebook, man. We up out of here, y'all. Peace out.
If the lion is the king of the jungle, how can he be the king of the jungle? If he's not the biggest, the elephant is probably one of the biggest.